Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Kalispera, Galimera, Galimnikta to you all. How are you doing? It is Friday. It is the Warm and Toasty Online Memory Afternoon, episode 65. My name's John O'Casson. Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're glorifying in this glorious sunshine that we have in Colchester and around the country. Got a lovely show coming up for you this afternoon. We've got our memory of the week, happy times of your life. Yes, there it is, little seed sown. Go and think about that if you will. We've got the retro raffle. We've got 2 questions, and we've got some nice little prizes that I can send out to you if you get the questions right, that is. We have got the wonderful Cliff As If on the show, aka Will Chandler. He's coming up in about half an hour or so. Look forward to that. We have Joan and her peas on toast story, of course. Who doesn't love peas on toast? We have a new of the week, happy phrase of the week. It's a big one. We've gone all in. Happy phrase of the week. It's a happy week. And we have all the way from Spain, we have Jeanette's poem of the week and Jeanette herself. In England at the moment is Tom Hardy. Let me find Jeanette Lyons. They are there. There's Tom. Where's Jeanette gone? She's gone. She's gone. She's back. And I'm here. She's there.
I'm here. Hello, I'm in Menorca.
Menorca sounds like you're in my ear really loudly.
Oh, sorry if I whisper. I know that it sounds a bit weird here. I haven't got a proper microphone.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, actually. I'm chilled. Been enjoying the sunshine all week and the lovely food. Good job you can't smell me. Garlic. Lots of garlic.
Is it really warm there at the moment?
Yes, it is. It's very warm. It's been about 27, 28 degrees most days.
Nice.
Lovely, really nice. And I'm solar powered, as you know.
And what part of Spain are you off? You're on the islands?
Balearic Islands. Yeah, so there's Mallorca, Menorca, and Ibiza.
See.
Menorca, the little one. It's really nice. I come here every year. My friend Jan, lovely Jan van Mestag, has a house here that lets me use every year.
Cool. Lovely to see you. And the internet's certainly working and you're looking well. Tom, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah. Nice haircut.
Thank you.
Is that from when you went to London?
I did. Yes. I thought I went. Well, my train was at 11, so I thought, I'll quickly nip into town and have my hair cut.
Very nice. Very smart.
I went to a barber's.
Did you have a beard trim as well?
Well, I did that myself.
Oh, very good.
But usually I just cut it myself. But I couldn't find my clippers. So
did they give you a bit of a back massage or anything like that? No. How long were you in and out then?
I was only about 10 minutes, but I had to keep my mask. I had to keep the mask on.
Yeah.
Oh.
They undo your mask and do it. It's a bit weird.
Was it a Turkish barbers? Did they? I don't know if you're of a certain age yet, Tom, where you have ear hair and nose hair. And I've heard that Turkish barbers set fire to your ear hair.
Apparently they do. I didn't go to Turkish barbers, but they do that, yes.
Right.
Yeah. And I have got ear hair.
Right. Oh, you are of that certain age. If you grow it really long, my friend Gary says that he's going to grow his really long and then put it over and have an ear hair comb over.
That is. I've never seen that. That is
delightful, yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh really loud because you said that really loud in your microphone.
Yeah, you are.
I'm stifling laughs all the time.
That's all right. You laugh away. Let me say hello to Karen. She says, hello, you lovely. Hello, Karen. Hope you're well. Tom Hardy, who's in the middle there. Where's he at? He's in the middle. He says afternoon too. Steve Brady, all the way from North Carolina. I'm home and with you. Bless you, Steve. Hope you're well. He's our newsletter engineer. Christine, hello, my lovely free. Hello to you, Chrissy, and hello to the innocent one. Will Chandler says hello from behind the scenes. He's going to be with us. He says, see you soon. He's going to be with us in the next half an hour or so. Shall we get started, kids?
Yes.
It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. It's the retro raffle, never has been seen. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. Oh yeah, it's coming to your screen. Retro raffle, Facebook Live. Yeah. Retro Raffle Facebook Live. So this week we have got 2 questions for you on our theme of the week. If you didn't hear the beginning of the show, the theme of the week is happy times. The memory of the week coming up soon for you to think about is happy times of your life, when you were happy and jolly and all that kind of jazz. We've got 2 types of prizes. We have got, if you get a question right, I'll ask you 2 questions. If you get one of the questions right, we can send you a little Freddo bar to make you happy. Or I've got a selection of mini vintage style sweets like these flying saucers. We've got flying saucers. We might have dolly mixtures. Ooh, dolly mixtures. That sort of thing. Don't know why I'm doing that voice. Sorry about that. That's a bad mistake. So if you get a question right, we can send you a little prize. Yeah, in the post. We need your address and that kind of thing. Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you. Just in time for the questions. This one is not a multiple choice. I think you're going to get it quite easy. On the theme of happiness, which song has the line, "When I touch you, I feel happy inside"? Yep. Bonus point for the name of the act that sung it and sung it.
What year was it? Number 1?
Can't tell you that because that'd be too much of a clue.
Okay.
You can't ask me that.
I can ask. You don't have to answer.
In that loud voice.
Oh, sorry.
I think it was the year I was born.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
92?
Might be the year
1992? How could that be possible? Let's see what people say. The year Tom was born. Hello, Irene. Hello, Colin. Can't get me words out. Hello, Irene Colin. She says, hello, everyone. Hope you are all well. Hope you and Colin are well too. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Steve Brady, he thinks it's the Beatles. He's whittling down. I need the name of the song is the main question, Stevie Baby. Rosanna's got a nice answer there. I won't say anything. Sarah, she thinks the name of the band is the Beatles too. Interesting, Sarah. The name of the song, anybody other than Rosanna, who's already answered that one? When I touch you, I feel happy inside. Oh, no, that's the question. What song has the line, when I touch you, I feel happy inside? It's a bit of a weird sort of line, isn't it, if you think about it in a modern parlay. Karen says the Beatles, but she's guessing. Oh, I'm going to say the Beatles is right. Sarah, she's come with the Beatles, and her and Roseanne have got the answer. I want to hold your hand. Can you sing that bit, Tom?
No.
Can you, Jono?
When I touch you, I feel happy inside. Oh, yeah, you say to me. Something like that.
It's like the Beatles were in the room.
I know. Paul McCartney called me in the week. He said, Jono, you're going to need to stop doing those songs because it's stripping us of all our originality. I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Sarah, if you want some sweets or chocolate, send us your address by private message and we will send you some as long as you're in the UK. Not like Jeanette, who's not in the UK. Rosanna, I've got your address. What do you want? Chocolates? You want a little pack of sweeties? Let us know. The second question, you can win those lovely flying saucers or dolly mixtures, or indeed a Freddo. Is it a Freddo or a Fredo?
Chocolate.
It's chocolate, isn't it?
Chocolate. Yeah. It's chocolate. I want chocolate.
Steve says, I remember hearing it for the first time on the Ed Sullivan show here in the USA. Oh, no, Steve, you're much younger than that to have been there. Can't be Steve Brady.
Must have been a retro show.
Must have been a retro. Here's the multiple choice question. Which of these jobs has been ranked as one of the world's happiest professions? A, gardener, B, policeman, C, scientist, or D, rally driver? Rally driver.
Can you say them again? I forgot to listen at the beginning.
You fell asleep, didn't you?
I'm just a bit zoned out. I'm looking out at the swimming pool and the flowers.
Unbelievable.
I know. So what were the answers again?
Which of these jobs has been ranked as being one of the world's happiest professions? A, gardener, B, policeman, C, scientist, or D, rally driver? Don't know why I'm going rally driver.
You've gone all French. Rally.
Rally. Voulez-vous coucher à la soir? Le soir. No, we're going back to last week now. Rosanna, I got that. Chocolate. Yep. Come in. I'll send that in the week. Duncan's saying A. Karen's going D. Jenny's guessing at A. Jenny, the former queen, the reinstated queen of the retro raffle scene, is guessing. Guessing, Tom. I can't believe it. Christine's going A. Going to wait for a minute because there's lots of sweets and chocolates. Risk of being sent out and not being left with me to eat. I can't eat that stuff. I dream of it. You know, sometimes if I want something really nice and sweet, and someone like my wife's having it, I look at her and I say to her, "What's that like?" And she always says, "Just to save me, it's really dry. It's really dry." So, when it's really gorgeous. Irene's going, well, I'll tell you what the answer is. The happiest, or one of the world's happiest professions is a gardener. Yeah. Not rally driver, I'm afraid, Karen. Sorry. So that means Duncan, let me see, Jenny, Christine, and Irene and Colin. Let me know if you want me to send you any sweets or a little chocky bar. You can have a chocky bar.
I'll have the chocolate bar.
Can I have a one too, please?
Yeah.
Would you want
chocolate?
You both want chocolate?
Yeah.
I'm not sending it to Spain.
I'll be back tomorrow. I'll pop round.
On the way home.
Duncan's happy, says, get it in the bag.
In the bag? Yeah, did you do that? I was just picturing Duncan go, get in. I've been practicing with the football. Get in.
Let's not go there. Duncan's, I've just had 2 teeth out, so what I will decline.
Oh, Duncan.
No, not that.
Get well soon.
Get well soon, you poor chap.
You might need a bit of chocolate because it can melt in your mouth. You don't have to chew it.
I hope they're not your front ones.
All I want for Christmas is me too.
I knew they'd start singing.
Sorry, Duncan, get well soon. I won't send you chocolate. I will send it to Christine. And Carol says, hi, everyone. Hope you're all well.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. How you doing? How are you, Carol? Hope you're okay today. Spoke to her yesterday. Hope today's a good one for you, Carol. What are we doing? What are we doing, Jono, Tom, Jeanette? I don't know. Memory of the week. How about that? Does that sound all right?
Sure.
Memory of the week.
Indeed, let's try it, Tom. I don't know if either of you two can recollect back to the early 90s when you were young.
Before my time.
Late 90s.
1890s.
1890s. What were or what are your happiest times of your life? That's the memory of the week. Do you remember any particular happy times from when you were younger, from last week, from last year? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be sort of ages and ages ago. Jeanette, you know, you had a difficult childhood in as much as you were the poorest people in England.
Yeah. But we made our own fun. We made our own happiness. I had brought up with Paul, Alan, Lorraine, and there were 4 of us siblings, and our parents both out of work, trying to get some money together to feed us. So we spent quite a lot of time at home on our own, probably illegally, being too young. But we'd make up games and play a lot because there were 4 of us, and even if we weren't always getting on with each other, there'd always be someone you'd get on with. So it was quite nice. That's the good things about having quite a big family. I just remember that, just kind of making up funny games.
Yeah, great. Tom, you wasn't quite as poverty stricken and living in Victorian type times like Jeanette.
No. I live next door. I lived next door to Charles Dickens, and I was right. He kept feeding me a few bits and bobs. Yeah, I used to go and run and get his newspaper for him and stuff like that. Yeah.
What did you read?
The Times.
Of course. Stupid
He
question.
used to write for newspapers, I think, didn't he? Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
Were you happy then, Tom?
Yeah. I mean, surviving on one bit of coal and for the fire,
yeah.
and whatever you got from Charles Dickens. Yeah, it was fine.
I think you're secretly always happy, Tom, but just top secret.
I am now. Yeah, I wasn't always happy. I don't think. I spent quite a few years being unhappy, I think. So
you've had good practice to pretend.
Well, I think you just have to make yourself happy.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think taking responsibility for yourself makes you happy. Well, it's made me happy anyway. I don't know about other people.
That was the rack and ruin for me. I'm sorry to disagree. Oh no, it all went downhill from then. So taking responsibility for yourself. Any particular happy moments that you can think of?
No, I haven't really got a very good memory. So it's...
Oh no, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. So yesterday was very nice.
I'm the opposite. I can't remember really what yesterday was like or the day before. I mean, a little bit about it, but yeah, I remember when I was probably about, I don't know, 10, sort of playing on the local estate, playing games with my friends, going out down by the River Lee, having cockles on a Sunday, playing Tin Tan Tommy on the local estate and run outs, and at the Olympics we had a block and we used to run around the block, and that was the 400-meter Olympic track. I organised all the kids. My mum says you're really good at organising people, John. You should be a policeman. Didn't listen to that. I never became a policeman. When my kids were, when kids came into my life, that was very happy indeed. I don't know. I think there's something in what you were saying that if you've not got like relentless problems in your life, you can just say to yourself, just be happy, just be content, and you work it and you practice it. Like Jeanette's saying, it's like anything, isn't it? You have to practice.
Yeah, I mean that's a sort of. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure I have to practice, but you have to sort of have the right mindset, don't you?
Maybe it's that, yeah.
I think you can. I mean, yeah. I mean, I sort of had quite a sort of funny childhood, and it wasn't particularly happy. But at some point you have to sort of make a decision, don't you, to be all right about stuff,
yeah.
And not to blame people for things. I think that's the thing. I think it's not blaming people for your unhappiness.
Yeah, I think maybe I look at it this way: is if you blame people every day, it's exhausting. When really you only have to sort of like blame them once and then move on,
or not at all, really,
or not at all, and just move on.
Yeah, just like accept things and because you can't go back and change anything, can you? So
no.
What's the point sort of just mulling over stuff that you don't have to that you can't change, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's overwhelming though. I only know that from earlier this year when I was very unhappy for the first time ever, I think. And it was, it's very easy to kind of just cry every day and just wallow in your sadness and not be happy. And it's really hard to pull yourself out of that. And I think quite often people think you can either snap out of it or what have you got to be unhappy about, and it's not always a question of what you've got, and so it's just situations and your mindset at the time. But if you are able to pull yourself out of it, or just lean on other people, and if they're friends, then they'll help you. You guys were fantastic when I was unhappy.
Yeah. I mean, I sort of think, depending on how you feel, sort of depressed or whatever. I mean, because it's basically just chemicals, isn't it? I mean, it's not, and it can just be triggered by things. So you sort of think, no, I don't think you can pull yourself out of it all the time. But when
you could try.
But I mean, I do think it's worth trying.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I didn't resort to any medication or anything. And just a bit of sunshine and motorbike ride usually sorts me out.
Well, chocolate usually helps.
Chocolate, motorbike, sunshine, guitar.
If anybody's affected by the topics in this show, there will be counselling afterwards. And Jeanette is coming through live and direct. She's on a 1970s Tandy connection from abroad. So if anybody's wondering why she's loud, she's just coming from.
Sorry, I'm trying to whisper as well. I know I'm really loud.
Give a little whisper.
Yeah, I was just thinking about something actually at the time when something happened. I was thinking about the Balearic Islands actually.
Oh, where I am.
So you said there were 3 islands, but there's more. But there is one more bigger island as well.
Oh, which one is that?
That's Formentera.
Oh yes, I forgot that
big
part.
island.
That's because I've never been there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist unless I've been.
And I almost went there one night.
In a night?
Yeah, we were sailing across. We were going to Menorca, actually, to Mahon.
Yeah.
And we were sailing at night, and we almost ran into it. I was on watch, and you're like 2 hours on, 2 hours off, and like your mind goes a bit weird because you're not really sleeping very much. And I kept seeing these lights, and I thought, oh yeah, it's just me seeing stuff, I wasn't quite. And then all of a sudden, we were in this big bay, going into cliffs, and so we had to.
That was it. You nearly hit it.
Yeah. It was quite a strange, because just before I realised where we were, this squid jumped on board. It gave me quite a shock.
Is this
just
a
shot out of water and landed right by my feet.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, it was really bizarre. Like really sort of weird moment. Yeah.
This makes me happy. Getting back to happiness. This is fantastic. Just hearing your funny stories. Lovely. What have everybody said? I've got my glasses on, but I'm not reading it.
Karen says, Chrissy starts by saying marriage and having her children. Lovely. Karen says, great times in the 70s and having my 2 children in 87 and 1990. Again, lovely. Jenny, horse riding in Friday Woods, particularly when I went back to it in my early 50s. Yeah, horse ride. I think I've ridden a donkey on Jaywick Beach, but I don't know if I've ridden a horse.
You've never ridden a horse?
I might have done. I do lots of sports, water sports. I do equestrian stuff of an evening. I just got a bad memory.
Equestrian stuff without riding a horse. How do you manage that?
Do you have those hobby horses, like a stick?
No, I was doing it on the computer on a Wii. Nintendo Wii. Go on, giddy up. And like my dad, when the horse racing was on, he'd get in front and ride the horse in front of the telly in the 70s. Get up there, boy.
I like the idea of a horse week in your lounge.
Well, the kids used to have one of them things where you can play tennis or horse riding on the computer screen. I don't do it now because I'm I'm unnimble.
Do they have 10-pin bowling or just lawn bowls for the more sedate?
Well, before the lockdown, I went to join the lawn bowls club, thinking that's all right, that'll get me out a bit, do a different thing. It was too difficult for my back. I was in agony.
No,
but I loved it. That tells you about where I've gone from international happy sports star of my youth into solid. Well, I can't even say the word. Solitary, really, I can't even say the word. You know when you
Was it
sit a lot.
was it crown bowls or not?
Oh,
I don't know if the Queen was involved. I didn't see her there.
so you
I
have
don't
big
know.
balls to roll, not crowns.
No, you have two, don't you? Two sorts of bowls.
I have no idea.
Well, yes, I'm telling you.
What?
There's two.
What would be the big difference?
Well, one has a flat, where you bowl flat, and the other one has a crown. That's why it's called crown bowls.
Oh,
So
right.
the grass sort of does that, and so
Hump.
yeah, so it sort of like makes you roll at the different
Right. Hump
Oh,
bowls.
yeah, they had a
Crown
weight
green.
inside them. Is that it's
crown
like
green. Yeah.
yeah, they were green. The balls were black. They had a little bit of a ball inside it, I think. So they kind of you got to do a outside edge. I did some wicked spinners, but the windows
Was
of
that
those
cricket,
people's
though?
houses were quite expensive. Duncan says, "Pub anyone?" Christine agrees that Fridays have helped my. Oh, that's a lovely comment, Christine. I agree. Fridays have helped my depression. Look so forward to Fridays. Oh, we do too. I think it keeps us on the straight and narrow. We should be just talking happy, happy, happy. But actually, in the times of lockdown in the last year and nearly a half, it's been really difficult to keep things together. And I really feel for people. And I know that we've struggled sometimes over here. Not so much Tom. He's been like a straight as an arrow. Sort
It's
of
been
thing.
our rock, hasn't he?
He's been our rock. And but I know what it's like. You know,
I was born on a rock.
You was born on a rock.
Gibraltar.
Yes.
Oh, Gibraltar. Oh, that's a lovely place, Gibraltar. I was going to say Lorraine Chase went there, but she didn't. She just went to Luton Airport. Yeah, Chrissy, we send our love to you. We're coming back. We're coming back. The theory is we're coming back. I'll tell you some dates later on that we hope to be back. But should I say them? Because we've not got confirmation from all of the venues yet. Should I say them? I don't know. Perhaps what we should do is I should check whether Will, aka Cliff As If, is here. Keep those memories of happy times. It's good to read them. Let's check out Will and Cliff As If coming live from Norfolk. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. It's good to see your smiling face, sir.
It's lovely to be here once again on a lovely happy Friday afternoon. Let's make it happy.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you got any happy memories of your younger days?
Oh, I've got lots of funny memories.
They're good.
Can we use this as a confession as well?
Yeah. Hold on,
Family show.
So it's Balearic Island related.
Okay. Get it out there.
Back in 1985, at the tender age of 23, I used to go, well, in my 20s, I used to go on holiday on my own. I used to just go in the travel agents one day and then be in wherever the next day. And I had some great adventures. But one time I went to Ibiza and I had a bit of a whirlwind romance with a senorita. And she couldn't speak a word of English and I couldn't speak a word of Spanish. Still can't, by the way, apart from Buenos Dias, Janet. And what happened is that she wanted to come over to England to see me. And I said, yeah, great, okay. Or Cici, as they say in Spain. And anyway, so she came, she said, we made this big arrangement to meet in Leicester Square because we told her all about taking her around London where I used to live at the time. And so we met outside a Chinese restaurant in Leicester Square called Wong Keys. Don't know if you've heard of it. Very famous for being rude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And but she turned up with a brother and a mother who couldn't speak English either. And so we sat down. We sat down at this table in Wong Keys, and it was a very uncomfortable moment. So I said, "Excuse me, I'm just going to the toilet." I left and never went back. I never went back.
Oh, was that a true story?
I just left them in Leicester Square. But they were all together, so I thought, they'll enjoy themselves. So.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right. No,
They're still there, I think.
Yeah, they're still there. Getting insulted by the staff.
Thing is, I was in Leicester Square last Saturday with some friends. We went to the London Cabaret Club in Holborn, but we stayed in Piccadilly, and it just reminded me I can't go to Leicester Square without feeling guilty. But I've kind of confessed it now, so can I have absolution, Lord Jono, please?
Yes, you can. Say 3 Hail Marys and you'll be okay.
But it was a funny memory, so there you go.
The funny thing would be if they were still there, like older. You, I remember you.
Brother might have a very long beard.
I haven't been back to Ibiza since either.
Oh.
There's pictures of you everywhere.
Wanted.
Yeah, price on your head. But I think you probably did them a favour because they didn't have you to show them around, so they'd have been exploring more and they'd have seen all kinds of things.
Thank you, Jeanette. You make
I'm positive.
you make me feel so much better. Thank you.
You're totally absolved.
So there were few lessons at that time.
Did you look like Cliff Richard back then? Did they think you were?
People used to say I resembled him back then, even. But it's kind of grown. It's grown on me as I've grown older. But people used to say that. But I used to have quite long hair then, down to about my shoulders, black hair. So that sort of hid the look a little. But yeah.
Very nice.
Those were the days.
Those were the day, my friend. So you're going to sing us a song now, Will?
Yeah, I'm going to do a nice little happy. So there's been a lot of disappointment this last week, hasn't there? Poor old England got stuffed. Yeah. And, well, they didn't get stuffed, but they got pastered.
Yeah, two shots away. 2 shots away from happiness.
But anyway, but we don't care because we're still alive. We're still moving on. Tom's there and Jeanette's in Spain, coming back to England tomorrow, Jeanette. So.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, lunchtime.
So where is it you live? Where do you live?
Colchester.
Colchester, that's right, yeah. So you'll be singing I'm off to sunny Colchester.
I hear the weather is nice now. It was awful when we left. It was torrential rain.
It is actually beautiful here. It's the next few days, So.
Excellent. So I'll acclimatise quite easily.
Yeah, heat wave at the weekends, 26, 27.
Fantastic. I'll be out on the bike.
You'll fit straight in, Jeanette.
I will.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do a nice little ditty to start off with. It's called Travelling Light. Okay.
Okay. We're going to get out your way. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Cliff as if.
Hey, great. I hope no one's fallen out with me now over that incident. But it's fun. That's life. That's what happens in the youth, isn't it? Anyway, come along with me on the journey, everybody. Let's have a nice little journey together with no baggage, just lots of smiles, lots of love. Here we go. Well, I got no bags and baggage to slow me down, 'cause I'm a traveler so fast, my feet ain't touching the ground. Traveling light, traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. I've got no comb, got no toothbrush, I got nothing to harm. I'm carrying only a pocket full of dreams, a heart full of love. They weigh nothing at all. Soon I'm gonna see the love in her eyes, 'cause I'm a hood and a holler away from paradise. Traveling light, traveling light. When I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. Well, I got no comb, got no toothbrush, No, I got nothing to hold. I'm carrying only a pocket full of dreams, a heart full of love. They weigh nothing at all. Soon I'm gonna see the love look in her eyes. 'Cause I'm a hoot in a hollow away from paradise. Yeah, yeah, traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. No, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. One more time, come on. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. Woo!
Yay!
Hey, thank you so much.
Well done. That was lovely.
Let's have a happy day. It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's
Hey.
5 o'clock and it's
Crack it.
yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I was glued.
Yeah, I was as well.
Loved
I
it.
always wanted a crackerjack pencil, but I never got one.
Oh, it's never
Me
too
too.
late. I'm sure if you look on eBay, there'll be one for about 2,000.
Well, I could get my penknife and just scratch it on one.
Thank you for travelling light. Cliff
Okay.
as if. Jenny sends applause. Karen says, thank you, Cliff. Loved it. 3 kisses from Free Kiss Karen.
Thank you, Karen. So I'll see you again in a bit, yeah?
Yeah, see you again in a bit. Thanks very much, Cliff, aka Will. We'll see you
Thank
in
you.
a while, sir.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. Christine says, lovely, Will. Lovely to see you again. 2 kisses. Plenty of kisses going around.
He is lovely, isn't he? He's very talented and sings brilliantly, and he's so funny and a warm person. I like that. He's a nice guy.
I think he's a lovely fella. Having worked with him quite a lot, he's been working a bit with my brother and sister's group, the Posh Club, and he's been singing on the top of buses as they've done little sort of happy tours around places in the UK, and that must have been quite challenging in some of the weather we've had recently.
Yeah, I had him booked for the festival that I run. Of course, it was set up for last year, and then COVID happened, so it didn't happen. But the people at Tiptree Jam Factory have bought a red double-decker bus, and for the festival they were going to have it on the site. And Will was going to come along and hang out at the festival all day around the bus, singing summer holiday songs, and then he was going to start, the last song of the day and kind of lead the crowd in singing something then. It didn't happen last year, and it's not happened this year. So maybe next year, maybe Will still do it.
Yeah. Well, we hope to be back next year. Well, we hope to be back next month, actually. But
Well, we're going to be here all the time, aren't we?
yeah,
Here.
we're here. We're in, aren't we? We're going in.
We're in, not
In.
out.
No. Duncan says that was great. Thank you, Duncan. So what we've got now is I've got a little video. It's a video of a story of Joan shared with us at Enoch House a little while ago. When I'll let her tell the story. Actually, let's just roll the video. We'll take ourselves off. See in a minute, Tom and Jeanette and me. This is Joan and her story, all about peas on toast. Joan, what did you used to like to eat?
Well, it was towards the end of the war, and we'd got an old dugout in London, and we were living in London, and my sister was bringing us up. We were 4 of us on our own. And she had got to go, much older than me, she had got to go out to work, and she left me a box near the dugout and said, sorry, today it's peas on toast and jam. Money running out. She'd left a note to say, eat this and be home early enough from school tonight. to do chips for dinner, and you didn't mind. You tried anything. I tried these peas on toast. Peas on toast.
Well, if I was just thinking, you have to have the jam, otherwise you'd be trying to get them on the toast.
Right. Yeah, and it was nice. And to this day, if I'm a bit short of something, I think I'll put peas on toast. Jam.
Well, you tried it again.
That's what we used to have to make do with because they hadn't got enough money. It was towards the end of the war. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to go down to this dugout way down the garden, and my father had rigged all lamps all round, so when my mother was alive, she sat crocheting half the evening while, you know, we were being bombed and things like that. And I said, I don't want to go to school anymore. So my father said, well, Joe, you've got to. So I said, why? So I said, we're all going to be bombed tonight. And they all roared with laughing, and the school where we went was blown to bits.
Oh, blimey.
So we never went to school for about a month.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, and we're just making brief stories, but I did want to ask you, have you ever been out in a restaurant and ordered or tried to order peas on toast? I just wondered what the look would have been. Do you think when we go out to a restaurant next, we should just ask them, have you got peas on toast?
Yeah.
And then have your camera ready just to see what the waiter or the waitress does. Yeah, oh, and add a bit of jam.
Yeah, please.
Plenty of strawberries.
Yeah.
You've not done that? You've not ordered it out? Sorry, Joan, I'm messing
And
with
that's
you.
all right.
Thank you for sharing that.
That's all right.
Lovely story. Peas on toast. Well, I'm going to think of that. I might have that tonight. Lovely story from Joan. Hope you're well, Joan. And days of peas on toast. I always forget the jam. Paul Scott Bates. Hi, Paul. He says jammy peas is the future. And I always forget the jam because I like the idea of, you know, like you've got the peas just on toast. It's not being stopped by anything. Yeah, peas on toast and jam could be a big thing. It could be one of those end of the line in the supermarket where they have the new specials where they give them prime space.
Well, you have minted peas, don't you? So why not jammy peas?
Yeah, why not? Why not? With a little scarlet jam that I know you like.
You know what I'm thinking of.
We've got I better pick up the guitar because I haven't had time to do a jingle. We've got a new thing. This is so our next feature without a jingle is being Happy Week. We've got Happy Phrase of the Week. Let's see. Happy Phrase of the Week. Happy Phrase of the Week. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Yeah. There we go. That's the jingle.
I'm happy now. It's so funny. I love your jingles.
So, no backstory, no history. Think to yourself, what do you use like to tell people when you're happy, you're in a good mood? I've got a list of things I'm going to give you. You can vote for one of these as the happy phrase of the week, or you can add your own, just to complicate life for Jeanette.
Yeah.
Happy phrase of
One piece of paper, one pencil.
Here's the ones I've got on this list. Your happy phrase, might it be over the moon, delighted, on top of the world, overjoyed, I'm a happy camper, happy as Larry, tickled pink, chipper. I like that's kind of an old time one. I use that sometimes. Chuffed. Oh, that's a good one. Happy as a sand boy, giddy, full of the joys of spring. That's a sort of vicar type one, but it's still important. Tickled pink. Have I done that one already? Yes, I did. All aglow. Any others? Tom, Jeanette, any of those any good? or do you use your own? When you're feeling happy, what do you say?
I don't know what I said. I'm just really happy. I don't know. What about you, Tom?
I quite like chipper.
Chipper. It's good, isn't it? It's blooming good, isn't it, Tom? I like it too.
Blooming chipper.
Blooming chipper I am.
Sometimes you feel so happy though, you could burst, and that just kind of fizziness and excitedness of just everything being so brilliant.
Oh,
That's
no,
me
never
every
do
morning
that.
when I get up. Sorry, Tom, I
It's
interrupted.
mostly me.
No, never do that.
Let's see what people are saying. Danzy says, my phrase is, I love the everything of this. That's a good one. That's a good one. Paul Scott Bates from Paul Scott Bates Land is, one of my favorite phrases is top banana. I always think that's just the banana on the top of the salad bowl or the fruit bowl. Not the salad
On top
bowl.
of the toast.
With honey. And, top banana, yeah, that's a good one. Over the moon, yeah, I've used that quite a lot. That's a good one, Karen. Kim, forgot to say hi, Kim. How are you? Good to see you, Kim. See your name coming up. My phrase is happy days. Happy days, yes. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Fonzie, happy days. Christine's over the moon. She likes that. Karen says, like it, love it. Like it, love it. What was it? The woman who used to play Bette Lynch, was it get it, got it, good? That's irrelevant to this conversation. It just came into my head. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. What one are you going to go for? If you had to think, you're describing yourself to somebody else at a point where you are very happy. How would you describe yourself to somebody else? Here's the ones again. I'll tell you just the ones we have on the list. Over the moon, delighted, on top of the world, overjoyed, happy camper, happy as Larry, tickled pink, chipper, chuffed, happy as a sandboy, giddy, full of the joys of spring, all aglow, top banana, I love the everything of this, over the moon, I've already said, happy days, or like it, love it. Have a think about that. Have a think about that while we look for Mr. Will Chandler. Is he around? Let's see. I'm looking at, oh, he's sitting down. He's standing up now. I can see what you can't see. I can see inside his psyche as we speak. And he's here on the screen with us. Will, aka Cliff Asif. What's your happy phrase?
Hey, top of the world.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'm on the
Top
top of the world. Look
down on creation.
Down on. And I like that. I like the Irish saying "top of the morning" too.
Top of the morning to you. Yeah, that's a nice one.
There's another Irish saying that I love. It's called "May you find yourself in heaven before the devil knows you're dead."
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like it. That's one of my favourite ones. I like that. So,
that's a good one. So, you'll be getting out and about a bit. We've been talking about you getting on the buses and singing on top the buses for the Posh Club. You've been.
Oh man, that was such fun. That was, you know, what was amazing about that was that the weather forecast was terrible, really bad.
Yeah.
And they said it was going to rain every day, but we actually only had rain for the last 20 minutes of the last day.
Oh wow!
And that was light. It wasn't, but it was quite windy. And what happened was. They drove in Crawley. They drove the bus into a park, and because the trees were hanging low, as the wind was blowing, everyone had to duck down because the branches would go. And Jono, your sister, she is just amazing. You know, she is fantastic. She really is. She's so funny.
Yeah.
Much funnier than Jono.
Well, she, it obviously runs in the family. She had us in stitches all the time. You know, she was absolutely fantastic. You know, it was great.
Yeah.
But what a time that was! Great, really, really good. I'll never forget that. It was fabulous.
It's good to see it, and it lifts me to see that you're out there doing shows. I think you was doing one the other day. You was off to one, and I just think it's lovely to see it in these what has been amazingly difficult times for everyone.
Yeah, I've been to the Isle of Wight, Weston-super-Mare. Last Wednesday I was down in London in Enfield, so I've been getting out and about, and
good to see.
And the performing side of it has been really quite comfortable to slip back into, but it's the traveling that I'm not enjoying at the moment, because obviously with doing all that time of doing regular times, like sleep regular, wake up regular, you know, and suddenly it's all been thrown into what I call performance time again, which you get in at silly time in the morning and do crazy things, and my body clock's gone at the moment. So but it's just, that's been the tough bit, but hopefully that will sort itself out.
Yeah, well, as you get back into it, get back to your fighting weight, you know. You're fit and healthy anyway, but I know it's the hardest part is that traveling. It's murder. I know. I've no surprise someone like you just naturally slip into it, you know, like you're riding a bike again, because you've been doing it so well for so long and you're great at it.
Well, I love to perform. I love that. I've missed doing the performing side, but doing Facebook live shows has been fun over that time, and coming on here as well. That's been great. Looking at you, lovely people, seeing your lovely faces.
Oh yeah, no, we try.
No, it's always cheering me, and I've listened in when I can on your other Friday shows as well.
Yeah, you find you always like that.
Part shows and things. It's always been lovely, and I'm sure everyone that looks in really appreciates everything you've done. And you never know, Jono, that everyone, once you go back out there doing it in the community again, everyone might move to Colchester.
Well, they might move away.
To see you. Oh, no.
Yeah, well, you'll be back at when we do our in-person memory afternoons. We've been.
I can't wait. I really can't wait.
We'll be coming back. We hope to start at the end of the later part of next month, August. We were going to do it all earlier, but the thing is, lots of people on the phones, lots of our regulars said to me, they're kind of dying to come back, but they want the opportunity to see how it goes after all the restrictions are lifted, whether it goes crazy. Because, you know, it's been a long time and we've got so far. So people keeping their fingers crossed that we open it all up and it's still all right. You know?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a big call for people, and you can understand why people are maybe reluctant to go out. Yeah. I've got a nephew who's a diabetic. He lives in Hove, and even though he's been double jabbed, because obviously diabetics have had quite a number of people who have had diabetes have died through COVID, and he's still very reluctant to go out. You know, I mean, he's only in his mid-40s, you know. Yeah. So you can understand why people are holding back, you know, and they just want to see the infection rates come down, and want to see the more people having the jab, the rate of that going up. So yeah, so it's a big call for people, isn't it? You can fully understand that.
Yeah. We should get you to sing. We're going to get out of your way. We're going to give you the screen. Going to take Jeanette, me, and Tom off of the screen and say once again, he's here. He's live and direct. I nearly said Will I Am. It's Cliff as air.
Oh, lovely. That's lovely. I thought I'd do a song that was a kind of a memory song. It's a Cliff song from the 60s, this one. And it's called Lucky Lips. And this is my version of this. Da 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 when I was just a baby. I didn't have many toys, and my mama, she used to say, so you got more than other boys. You may not be good looking, and you may not be too rich, but you'll never ever be alone. Come on, 'cause you got lucky lips. Lucky lips are always kissing. Lucky lips are never blue. Lucky lips will always find a pair of lips so true. I don't need a four-leaf clover, rabbit's foot, a good luck charm. With lucky lips, you'll always have a baby in your arms. Ba-da, 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 whoa, whoa. I never get heartbroken, and I never get the blues. And when I play that game of love, you know I just can't lose. When they spin the wheel of fortune, all I do is kiss my chips. And I know I'm bound to win. You know why, everybody? 'Cause I got lucky lips. Lucky lips are always kissing. Lucky lips are never blue. Lucky lips will always find a pair of lips so true. I don't need a four-leaf clover, rabbit's foot, or a good luck charm. With lucky lips, you'll always have a baby in your arms. Lucky lips are always kissing. Lucky lips are never blue. Lucky lips will always find a pair of lips so true. I don't need a four-leaf clover, rabbit's foot, or a good luck charm. With lucky lips, you'll always have a baby in your arms. Lucky lips.
Yay!
Woo!
Yes, yes, Cliff, as if that was lucky, lovely lips.
Thank you.
I got a comment here from Jenny. She says, I never was a Cliff fan, but I think Cliff as if is better.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him, he'd be mad. Actually, Karen's saying me too. Me also.
Oh.
Karen's also saying fabulous, Cliff, 3 kisses.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Read them and weep. Karen can't go back to 2 or 1 kisses anymore. She's got a reputation.
It's 3 or more. 3 or more.
How many kisses do you do, Will, when you're speaking to people online?
It all depends who I'm speaking to.
Jono, are you fishing?
No, not at all. Oh, you're so loud.
Sorry.
But to most of my dear friends, I always end with a kiss.
Yeah.
To somebody who's promised me a lot of money, I probably would to put 2 or 3. But apart from that, it's generally just 1. I'm only joking. But no, I generally do a kiss. But if I can get carried away sometimes, my finger gets stuck on the bottom, so there might be 50 X's on there. And sometimes I'll put little heart emojis.
You can't come back from that.
Have you seen the heart emojis?
Yeah.
Hearts and things, you know. So yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Say it as it is.
Yeah, I did 4 the other day, and I'm still sort of thinking, how can I go on with that person now?
Yeah.
There were so many. It was in the paper and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have to do an emoji now, aren't you?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will, what were you saying?
What I usually use is there's an emoji with 2 glasses of champagne.
Oh, right.
So I use that one as a greeting, you know, because that's what I'd like to do if I was with any of you or all of you right now. I know, Jeanette, you have. We can always get you some non-alcoholic champagne.
Thank you.
But
I've been drinking sugar-free lemon squash here.
Oh, that's
I think you're right, Will. You should balance it. I mean, I think if you do 3 kisses, you've got to do after it 3 thumbs down. So just to confuse them.
Oh no, can't do thumbs down. That's very discouraging.
Karen says fabulous, Cliff. Kim says great singer and song, Cliff. Tom says something that I missed.
I was just saying, could you like, you know, is 1 heart emoji equal to 3 kisses or something?
Maybe.
There's probably a chart on that somewhere, Tom.
It probably is, yeah. Maybe you need that, John. You need that in your life to now that you've gone over the top.
I'll knock you up a spreadsheet.
Yeah, maybe just like, you know, like you get half a heart. Can I give them that? And then I'm still deciding. That means, you know, I'm not quite there.
Half a heart would mean like broken-hearted. I'm not sure
They
that
can
would be
take
right.
it how they want. They can take it how they want. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Cliff. As if we're going to see you in a moment or two. We'll be back quite shortly, sir. Thanks, mate. He'll be back with us. I think he was blowing a kiss. I hope.
One kiss. Just the one, though.
One. Okay, so this week we went totally crazy. And we had, you know, every week, if you join us every week, we have something of the week. We've had, gosh, what have we had? We've had cake of the week, biscuit of the week, all sorts of things. And this week, Ice lolly of the week. We're on happy phrase of the week, and I listed loads, or you can list your own. Jeanette has been sort of superly, is that the word?
Super is now.
She's been super in sort of counting up the votes to seeing what wins. I'm leaning towards it could be an over the moon moment. Let me see what was the happy phrase of the week.
The happy phrase of the week for this week. You're absolutely right. It's over the moon, and I've done a little emoji of a moon.
Oh, it's a moon.
But it's a hang on. It's a man in the moon.
Oh, I thought it was an old foam banana from the 1970s.
Looked like a banana.
Very nice.
With a face.
No face on there, is there?
I have to look close again. Hang on. Look.
Face.
Banana.
Covered face.
Definitely a banana.
It's a little face.
It's the best moon I've seen today, drawn.
It's really hard for me to see because I don't know if you saw, my glasses are broken, the screw fell out, and just here there's a safety pin holding my glasses together. Can you see that?
What the what?
Hang on.
Very Heath Robinson, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see that. If anyone's been affected by the issues of Jeanette's glasses or her extremely loud voice,
sorry,
she
keep
can't
forgetting
really
to whisper.
She's on Spanish broadband, which is crazy hot. It's hot.
It's really loud. It's got very loud.
Really loud.
And it's only going to get worse as she goes into a poem of the week.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll get it ready.
Coming up, Jeanette's poem of the week.
It's poem of the week. It's sometimes short and sweet. It's poem of the week, and it's always man in need.
And I can't spin my chair around this week because I'm not in my swirly chair in my office. So this week's poem, I've had to bring it up on my phone today, and it's a cultural one, and it's from Robert Louis Stevenson. And because I'm based on holiday in the sunshine, and I think you're getting sun there, this is called Summer Sun. Great is the sun, and wide he goes, through empty heaven with repose. And in the blue and glowing days, more thick than rain, he showers his rays. Though closer still the blinds we pull, to keep the shady parlour cool, yet he will find a chink or two to slip his golden fingers through. The dusty attic spider clad, he through the keyhole maketh glad, and through the broken edge of tiles, into the laddered hayloft smiles. Meantime his golden face around he bears to all the garden ground, and sheds a warm and glittering look among the ivy's inmost nook. Above the hills along the blue, round the bright air with footing true, To please the child, to paint the rose, the gardener of the world, he goes. That was Summer Sun by Robert Louis Stevenson. Hope you like that.
Yes, yes.
Sorry if it was too loud. Trying to talk quietly.
I know you are, bless you, with your Spanish internet. That's very nice. I'm sure people will like it, and there'll be comments coming. Hold on a minute. What is that on? Let me just do Tom's full screen here.
I found your banana.
I'm wondering, why would you have that in your home? What is
Yeah.
A long story.
what it is?
It's the golden banana. In
That's the
fact.
golden.
Gold.
Uh,
Oh, like the art
It's a lot.
gallery.
It was a bit of a trophy
Gotcha.
on a family holiday. So whoever kept the golden banana was the winner. And so you'd be in the swimming pool, I don't know, and we'd all have to try and get the banana. And so my nieces were, I tease them with it every now and again and go, I'm still the winner. Much like the holiday you wish you'd had, Jeanette.
The holiday I wish I'd had.
Yes, because we were all in the pool jumping
Oh,
about.
yeah, imagine that. Yeah.
With the
My
golden
family and people I'm here with don't want to play, and I
You
want to
should
play
have
in the
taken-
pool. I want to
you
make
should-
human pyramids or lilos.
Yeah, you should have taken a golden banana with you.
Yeah, there's no golden bananas. I had to buy a new lilo because the ones here were a little bit coming out, a little bit, I don't know, a bit leaky.
Yeah.
I don't keep
No.
blowing up the lilo every day.
If we'd been there,
You'd play, wouldn't
you would have
you?
been off that lilo at some point in the
Yeah.
from underneath and tipped you over.
My friend Gary made me laugh. He put a video on my Facebook wall yesterday because he knows that I have ballet lessons. And he did this TikTok video of a girl in her bikini, poolside, doing a little bit of ballet things. And then there was somebody laying face down, just floating in the pool. And he said that, you know, one of these is a dance major and the other can't swim. And he said, recreate it. And I thought, yeah, that'd be great. Not one of them would. Well, I'll do the ballet. You just got to lay face down in the pool. No, nobody wants to play. We've got no playmates.
Face down in the pool is crazy.
I know what they're like. I wouldn't have held them down for long.
Oh, I thought they would have done the ballet. That's
Well, they'll probably look better than me. Me in a bikini doing ballet. No.
Because they're having a few drinks. Couldn't you get them really drunk and get them to dance around the pool?
Well, yeah, I might try that later. It's our last night tonight. We're going out for dinner, and I'm driving. So
Where are you
get them
going?
back and throw them. We're going to somewhere called El Grill, and
El Grill.
I know it sounds rubbish, doesn't it? El Grill, but it's the best restaurant I've ever been to. And each year we go once because it's quite expensive, but it's amazing. Really nice.
El Grill. I can't get over that one.
And it is right at the airport. It's right at the entrance to the airport car park. So we're going all the way out to the airport at Mahon and then come back tonight. And then we'll go out there again at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
English people.
I know, what a minute, we're crazy.
Let me say some praise from people, lovely people out there. Karen says, what a beautiful poem. Thank you. So beautifully read too.
Oh.
Jenny applauds. Christine says, lovely poem. Dan says, nice poem, Jeanette. Kim says, lovely poem, Jeanette, as always.
Well, I don't write them. I just nearly stumble over the words on this occasion.
You recite them in your inimitable style. Christine's just been eating one. I assume that's
a poem?
Not a poem.
Eating a poem.
Danzy says El Grill, and then there's a laugh in her head off face. How do you translate El Grill?
The grill?
The grill.
Tom's Spanish, he knows.
Yeah.
Rely on him.
Well, it's male, isn't it? It's a male grill, apparently.
It's a male grill.
Mm.
Oh, what joys you're happening tonight in your life. Let's welcome back Mr. Glyphosif. He's ready, he's primed. I can see him there, and he's with us now. There he is.
Hey, I've come up with the solution.
Yes.
Gordon Ramsay's Spanish arm. It's called, instead of Hell's Kitchen, it's called El Grill. That's the only translation the Spanish could make from Hell's Kitchen. So there you go.
What-
So you don't criticize the food, you might get sworn at.
Jeanette will have to take pictures of her food later to prove.
I never do that.
Amazing.
Jade quite often does, so I'll get her to do it.
I do find that bizarre when people take photos of their food. That's what it is.
Me too.
I know, because some of it looks awful, doesn't it? I mean, really unappetizing.
And you usually find those pictures, John, and put them on here as prizes.
Exactly. Cheese, salt, and banana. Well, we've got a little bit of time left. You've got plenty of time left, but we've got time to get you to sing a last song. Are you going to grace us with anything particular, sir?
Yes, I'm gonna do a nice little fall in love song.
Oh, hello.
Nice little ditty.
Does it involve banana?
I'm lost for words, Tom. Really.
If I'd have had that in my house, you'd have been laughing a lot more. But it's kind of, Tom, what are you doing with it?
Tom knows how to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a champion.
More than your friends at the pool, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm coming on holiday with you and your family. You can adopt me. Anybody can adopt me to come for a fun poolside holiday. That's what I want.
That's what we like, isn't it? That's great.
Yeah, you've got to play.
I could do with it as well.
Let's all go. Let's have a warm and toasty holiday. Jan will let us borrow this place again, I'm sure.
Holiday.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there's a song about that, isn't it? Anyway, let's get Will singing, because that's what he's here for, as well as his dazzling chat. He's a lovely chap. He's going to sing us one more song before we finish up. He's here one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Cliff As If.
Thank you so much. Thank you. As this is a memory afternoon, I'd like to share a little memory with you. I've a few years ago decided to get 4 or 5 of my friends together and take them out for a meal. But I thought that I'd hire a limousine, you know, one of those stretch limousine things. And so what happened is the limousine pulled up outside the house and we all went out to get in, but the driver got out and walked away. I called after him and said, excuse me, but we hired you, the car and you. And he said, no, it's not my job. And I thought, wow, £400 and nothing to show for nothing to show for it. Do you get it? Oh, okay, right. So we've got to smile. That's what we're here to do. We're here to have a smiley time. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's a song, good old Cliff and the Shadows song called Fall in Love. Here we go. Fall in love, fall in love, fall in love with you. Oh, I fall in love, fall in love, fall in love with you. Falling in love again, falling in love again. Why couldn't I, why shouldn't I fall in love with you? Why must you break your heart and keep we two apart? Why couldn't I, why shouldn't I fall in love with you? Whoa, 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 don't tell me, 'cause I know it's late. Our date is almost over, it's time to go. Please give me one more chance. This is my first romance. Why couldn't I, why shouldn't I fall in love with you? Whoa, 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 don't tell me, 'cause I know it's late. Our date is almost over. It's time to go on. Please give me one more chance. This is my first romance. Why couldn't I? Why shouldn't I fall in love with you? Fall in love, fall in love, fall in love with you. Fall in love, I fall in love with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey.
That was wonderful. Thank you very much, Cliff. As if, let me
Thank
unmute
you.
Jeanette. Sorry, I'm looking down and not paying attention. It's always hard when the singer's sung. I can't applaud because I'm doing the controls at the bottom, you see.
That's okay.
I can.
Oh, you can. Bless
Sorry
you.
if I was being noisy during that. I was just tidying up my desk.
Nobody knows that I had to mute you, Jeanette. You didn't need to mention that.
Just a little thing came off my screen said you are now muted. I was obviously being too noisy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I saw your face when I muted you, and you got still, and then you looked really serious, and you thought, "Oh, I've upset somebody."
No, I was worried that Will could hear me because we had a weird thing with BeLive once, didn't we? That usually you can only hear people that are, I don't know, running it, but I think that the performer could hear me in the background weirdly.
I could hear some. It sounded like percussion, so that was okay.
Oh, you're not supposed to hear me you're only supposed to hear Jono.
So I'm used to singing over barracking and stuff.
I was doing the newsreader thing, you know, you can shuffle the papers. I was doing that.
That's okay.
There's applause from Leah and Jenny.
Thank you so much.
And Karen says another great one, Cliff. Thank you. 3 kisses.
That's lovely. Well, listen, it's been a real honor and a privilege for you, as for me, sorry.
No, for us.
So right now, my next thing is I'm going to go for my run because I'm a bit late today.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get my bike out, Jeanette, and ride on my nice 1000cc sports bike.
I will come up that way one day and have a look. We'll have a little ride out together.
That'd be great. Yeah, come up because there's loads of bikes around here. There's loads of bikes. We'll have a razz.
Yeah, I have a friend up in Fakenham that I'm coming to see soon. So it's up that way, isn't it?
Not too far. It's only about half an hour from me, Fakenham. Yeah. Jono, keep smiling.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Cliff. As if, ladies and gentlemen, a lovely guest. Always a pleasure. We'll see you in person in the next month or two, my friend.
I can't wait. I really
Take care, Will.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ah, bless him. He said bye, everybody. What a
El
lovely...
Grill. What is this El Grill?
I don't know. We need to find out. Everybody needs to know about it.
I'll Google it. El Grill, Mahon, Menorca.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Thanks for being with us. Just to mention to everyone, thanks to Will, aka Cliff As If, thanks to Tom and Jeanette, and of course the Lottery Community Fund for supporting our work. So we're planning to start coming back. We were going to be coming back quite soon, but then, as I mentioned, people with the majority of people, though they're dying to come back, have felt that we should probably wait a while, up to sort of like a month after the release, to see how things go. So just to mention, 2 venues will be coming back: 25th of August at Shrub End, and I think it's the 1st of September at Enoch House. They're planned, but I will send it out either in the newsletter or I'll send you out our regulars the dates once they're all confirmed, because they're not all confirmed yet. And we'll probably come back monthly initially, just to sort of slowly come back into the norm. We'll also put it in on our website and in other places. So we will be coming back. Let's just hope it goes well over the next month, and then we'll know for sure. But we're already booking in people like Cliff As If, and we'll be back with lots of your faves for in-person events. It's going to be interesting. and it's going to be fun. So that's us for this afternoon. I'll just get our outro music and say thank you once again for joining us. Thanks for your nice comments about the show. We hope you enjoy your afternoon. We will be back with Jeanette in England next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Quieter. Have a good week, everyone.
Quieter, Jeanette. Sorry about anyone who's been affected with their hearing with Jeanette's signal. We love to have her back, and we're just pleased that she can be with us, even in all the way from Spain. So thanks, Jeanette, and thanks, Tom. We'll see you next week. We're going to get off the screen and give you the outro credits. Have a great week, all. See you next Friday at 1 o'clock. Bye for now.
Bye.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so. But putting it all aside, we made it through by and by. It's warm and toasty in here. Share our laughter, sometimes tears. You'll be welcome with a cup of tea and a biscuit, maybe 2 or 3. Wrapped in a little white cloth, cooking for hours in the old iron pot. There's a jam roly-poly for tea, enough for you and Dad and Grandma and me. What did we like the most? Fish paste sandwich or peas on toast? Nothing could come close to bubble and squeak the day after our son